Okay, this is the second problem in week 1, and we are expected to make this model. The strategy that I'm going to choose to do this is actually make this trapezoid in the back side that you cannot see. See on the back of this, there is a trapezoid, a vertical plane down. On it, there is a trapezoid, and I'm gonna pad it, and then we clean it later on. So on this plane, I will sketch that trapezoid that I was talking about. It looks something like this. The dimensions we have to look back and make sure they're right. So it goes like this. This is the back side that you can see. Let's put some dimensions here. The height is 120. The height is 120 on the back, and the length is 250. So this is 120. Okay, problem. Don't worry about it. And this is 250. 50. Okay, again, don't worry about it. Move this thing up. And this height, I believe, is 25. Okay, so that height is 25. Okay, good. 120, 250, 20, and something else. We know something else. Let's see now. This length is 50. Okay, so this length is 50. This is 50. No wonder now everything turns green. Okay, so that is this back. So I don't know, 50, 250, 120. Somehow this doesn't look. Is that 90 or 50? Oh, that's 90. It's not 50, it's 90. Yeah, that's a lot better. Good, good. Exit, exit. And now we're going to pad it by 175. So we're going to pad this thing by 175. 175. Okay. All right. So what we have is something like that. Now, what I want to do is I want to pass a, we'll go back here. I want to go and draw this rectangle in the back so that I make a pocket here. So I go in the back on that face. We sketch, okay, a rectangle which is 75 by 25. So 50, 50, 75. Okay, so there's going to be a rectangle here. Right now, I just draw it and then we'll clean it up in a minute. Okay, first of all, I want to bring this thing down and put it there. Just control that. You make it coincident. Okay, so we want this thing to be 50. From here to be 50. All right. And same thing from here to be 50, or we can make this thing 75. That'll take care of it. 75. Okay, notice that the total width is 50 plus 75 plus 50, which is 125 that I had. Now, what about the height of this? The height of this is 25. So let's make this thing 25. Very good. Exit. And then we make a pocket. See? Make a pocket. Which looks like that. So what you have here is everything except that there is a plane here which actually cut this thing, okay? So there's a vertical plane here at 30 degrees that is cutting this piece. So we have to do that plane, and one way of doing it is to create for example, these 2 points, this point and that point, okay, this point and this point, and yeah, these 2 points, okay, these 3 points actually, this point, and this point, okay. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Doesn't matter right now. See now, where is this point? This is 75 that way. So we have 75 and 75 on these two curves. So we create a point on a curve, on this curve, 70, so now we want it to be 75 going that way, but I want to flip this because right now distance is measured from this end. So I want to reverse direction so that distance is measured from that end. I'm going to put a 75 there. Okay, notice that the point has been created right up there. See that? Good. And now we're going to create exactly the same thing at the below. For example, on this curve, 75. Good. With a 75. 75. So we have these 2 points. We have these 2 points. We need the third point of. We need to draw a plane that passes through these 2 points, and at 30 degrees, for example. And please note that there are different ways of doing this thing. One of them is going to be, so one way of doing that is to draw a line on this face, which is at 30 degrees to the direction that I want. So select this plane and sketch on it. Okay, let me see where we are now. Okay, so I want to draw a line that's 30 degrees like this. Okay, so let me actually look at the normal view. So here is a line that goes from this point, 30 degrees. Now, right now, I'll draw it. Make sure that this point is coincident with that. First of all, that's coincident. All right. And then make the angle between this line and that line. Oops, Control Z. Let's try it again. Angle between this line and this line to be 30 degrees. Okay, exit. So here's what happened. I have a point here and I have a line, and this angle is 30 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a plane through a point and a line, through a point and a line. The point is this, the line is that. Notice that the plane has been created here, this plane. Now I've got to cut my geometry with this plane. So how do I cut it? It's not called cut, it's called split. So go find the split of a solid surface-based feature. You click on it. The splitting element is that plane that I made. And it says that I'm going to keep this end. No, I don't want. I want to keep the other side. So flip the arrow, put the cursor there, flip the arrow, and then say, okay, there. So what you see now is this, okay? Now we have to put these circles in the right spot and that cutout on the side. So this cutout is, let me see now, I can't see this. 35, 30, 35 and 30, 35 and 30. Okay, so on this plane, I will sketch rectangle, and we'll clear it up in a minute. So I want this to be on that, this control, that line to be coincident. Okay, so this is going to be 35. I believe from here to here, it's going to be 35. And this is going to be 30. 30. And the width of this is, what is that, 20? Okay, so this width is 20. 20. Good. And exit. And it looks like it's a pocket all the way to the other end. So to the end. Yeah. Say okay. So what we have done is that pocket in the back. I'm assuming that it goes all the way to the back. Okay, and this we need the circle here. So let's go on that face. So I draw a circle. Incidentally, notice that I could have drawn the circle on that same sketch, but I didn't. That's okay. The radius of it is 10, diameter is 20, and it's located, let's see now, 50 this way, 25. So dimension, go from here to here, 50. All right. And from here to there is 20. 20. Okay, and the diameter of the circle itself is, no, Control Z. It's not this. Delete this. Hang it there. This dimension, I don't want it. Delete. And I want the diameter of this circle to be 20. Exit. As I said, I could have drawn this thing on the same sketch that I had this rectangle and then done pocket, but and these things for CAD purposes, for efficiency purposes, they could make a difference. But our problems are simple enough. But when they pay you to do this thing on the job, that's a different story. So let's see now, what do we have here? We have also that circle, which is exactly, well, let's see now, 40 this way, 25 that way. So on that face, I will sketch, I think it's this guy. And if I'm not mistaken, it says 40 this way, 40 this way, and 25 that way. Okay, 40. From here to here is 40. Okay, and from here to there it is 20. Okay, and the radius of the circle itself, well, the radius is 10, diameter 20. So here diameter 20. Okay, exit. And now make a pocket all the way to the end. Yeah. If you don't want any of these things, you can always hide it. Hide, 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 and hide. There's a line here I can hide. Okay, good. So what there's some points here you can hide too, but the point is that hopefully this is the same as that. It looks like it. The only thing is that I don't think this dimension should be, this should, maybe I did 20, it should have been 25, because halfway, it's not quite centered. So let's go to that sketch, this last sketch. Yeah, that should have been 25. Exit. Now, I want to emphasize that I'm not talking about the best way of doing these things as a CAD designer. I'm showing you one way. And each company will have its own standards and approaches to do these problems. But that we're just looking at the fundamentals. I may have a problem with this dimension also. I'm not sure if this quite doesn't quite, if this is drawn to scale, then it's probably is a little bit higher. But anyway, that's it, folks. Good luck.